Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Warhammer 40k mod for OpenXcom Extended. Today, before I got to the results of the training mission that we went on at the end of the last episode, I wanted to go over some of the changes that and new features that were released recently in version 0.18, since I haven't had really time to go over this stuff given the cliffhanger episodes that I've been producing recently. So one of the big changes is that two of the high tier craft, one for the Marines and one for the Imperial Guard, got some nice maps, and I wanted to show them off. First being the Stormeagle interceptor. So this is the fastest interceptor that the Space Marines get. It has 4 weapons hardpoints. It doesn't have a whole lot of crew space, but it is going to be really good at taking down those big craft or responding to threats all over the globe quickly. So this is a very nice map made by Bullet Designer. I can't wait to use it in my own personal campaigns where I play as the Marines. Just wanted to show that off a bit. The second craft, one that I've been working on for the high tier of the Imperial Guard, is the Gorgon Super Heavy APC. So this is a monstrosity of a craft, as you can see. It can hold up to 50 guardsmen in this crew space for large units or auxiliary units like sentinels, the mounted weapons, things like that. It has on the sides 2 heavy flamers each side, so anything that gets close, you can just roast. Furthermore, on top, you'll notice these 2 mounts here with heavy stubbers. So if I sprint myself up there, now these are using the mounted weapons code that I previewed in an earlier episode. So right now, it has no time units, no stamina, 1 reactions and firing accuracy. Now these are a special subset of the crude weapons code. You can't push them around and you can't dismantle them since they're a part of the craft. So you can use them while standing even. If I hit, see, I can go ahead and still use it. You can also kneel down, which is the standard way that I showed, but now we have this really nice weapons emplacement with my stats, and we can use it to, well, it doesn't have great lines of fire, but it does work for further away targets pretty well. And so things like this are what you can look forward to once you update to version 0.18. Now there are a few changes also that we've been making for rebalance into 0.19. The las guns, if you remember, we reduced their 2 armor power. We think that was a bit too much, so we've backed up a bit on it, and instead of 10% pre-damage, armor pre-damage, it is now 15. So it's still pretty good at reducing armor. We also wanted to take another look at the bolters, since if the las gun was dealing armor damage and the bolter was also dealing armor damage, the las gun kind of becomes a bolter light. So we took the standard bolt clip and we reduced the amount of armor damage it did, but gave it some armor ignoring properties. So it ignores 10% of the armor, and it also deals a large amount of stun damage. Now this is a fix, since we had thought, we had read the defaults incorrectly for damage types, so it was 20% when the vanilla value was 25. So we've actually increased this. So you should see bolters acting a bit differently once we release version 0.19. Also, we made a change to the Storm Bolter. So the Storm Bolter, the idea of this weapon is that it is a double shot bolter. It fires 2 bolts in rapid succession, to the point that Oh, I forgot to turn off my personal balance mod. I think I'll do that in a little bit. But to the point where these two bolts should hit pretty much the same target. Now, I had done that in my personal mod by making it two separate shots, but I don't think this really modeled it correctly. So instead, we gave it this two dice roll random roll for its damage. That's to represent the fact that it's like two bolts hitting at the same time. So I'm going to remove my personal balance mod. Let's go ahead and do that right after this. Also, I realized I had made a mistake in the research code. We should be able to use handheld autocannons as the Imperial Guard, and I should have been able to research them. However, we were not, because it was not unlocked with the regiment mid-tier. So I fixed that, and we'll be able to research these in the campaign. And I think Shrek asked for one of these, so we'll get that going in a few moments. So that's it for the preview of things to come. I'm going to, let's see, where is this? I'll take off this mod because we don't need it anymore. And I will load our training episode. So I spent 10 turns training on this mission, and everybody's used their time units. We can now end turn and get our stats. So everybody got good accuracy, everybody did their bayonet drills. People who were using standard bayonets got their reactions training. The Ogren did not, because their fists don't train reactions. And people who were using the commissars and the medics got bravery training. Alright, so we'll go ahead and return from that. We will go to our research, and here it is, autocannons. We'll get that going. We'll get that once we finish, say, advanced ceramics requisition, because this is going to be an important long-ranged weapon. We also have a new recruit. Let me pull up my files. Let's see, who needs... We'll maybe put them in Fort Dearborn, because we have plenty. We're going to have to wait for the rest of the white shields to show up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 subscribers here. Meanwhile, at Fort Anher, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we definitely have way more here at Fort Anher. So we'll get our new recruit once the white shields show up to Fort Dearborn. Check our graphs again. Let me remind myself what was happening. We just did the mediums in South America. We will be watching for activity in Siberia and South Africa. So this team will send the Chimera from Fort Anher down here to South Africa, and we'll send the Taroks to Siberia. Lascan and power cells to Fort Dearborn. Of course, they need the heavy weapons. Is that green, of course, or that blue shouldn't be going up because this mission should be done. Let's get the Chimera loaded. So we recently loaded up the drop transport. Let's pull everybody off. Remove the las guns. Load up the Chimera. We want Gearblade, who can now get back in his Sentinel. Shrek and Mongo, and all of our lovely subscribers. The Commissars, and some backup white shields. Okay, and we want to make sure we have our equipment. Bullet Designer Sniper Rifle, being a bolter. Bolt Pistol for when Dio has the strength to carry it. We need some las guns back on the craft with lots of ammo. We have our hot shots, we have our meltas, we have our grenade launchers, our heavy bolter, good. Our missile launchers, the las cannon. Let's give it some extra ammo because we're always running out. Grenades, okay, that looks pretty good. We can go ahead and send the Chimera to its long patrol. Advanced ceramics requisition is done. So this gives us the adamantium forges. This really large workshop allows us to build adamantium components from promethium. So this is going to be useful because we get lots of promethium, but a little bit less adamantium. So this gives us a nice source of materials. Not as important for the guard as for the Space Marines, because the Space Marines armor requires tons of adamantium. But this still could be useful, so I think we'll build this in our third base. We'll go ahead and get the autocannon researching. Let's see, yeah, see we have space here. We could build it in Fort Potchley, but we don't have the cash to build the facility yet. Corridors going in at Fort Potchley. We have a few hours before our new soldiers appear and we can send out the, the Taurochs. And now we spin the globe. Subscribers, back to Fort Dearborn. I remember Vulpes, we needed to add your numbers, Vulpes the second. We have 3 days. We'll wait for that time for Drenanith to come back because we need somebody leading. In the meantime, we want to get training going on for you. Oh, right. Now that I'm looking at my captain, we have not had for volunteers for the officers, so that means I get to pick the promotions. And I think we will go with, as I said, Brave Reaver, and between Gabrielle, who is not all that brave, I think you'll need training as a medic before we do anything with you and Yataka's soldier. Starving Poet, though, would make a fine officer. So we're going to go to manufacturing, stop the melta charges, craft las cannons. Oh yes, I remember I want to make some of those for our Valkyries and our interceptors later on. But the important part is convert commissions to promotions. We need 2 officers. And in 1 day, we will send the promotions. We have our white shields in Fort Dearborn. Oh, we're running out of space here at Fort Dearborn. Move Ivonicus. We'll take this high strength white shield out and we'll put the Ogren in. And let's take a look. This white shield here, very brave, pretty good reactions and accuracy. You are now, Skates asked for a soldier guardsman to be named after himself. So, Skates, recruit Skates, welcome to the Imperial Guard. Is the first officer requisition done yet? No. We still have some time. We have a small craft going up here. I don't think the Taurochs will be able to respond in time. However, we know this is cultists, so I don't think we'll need the Taurochs to go on this mission. Unfortunately, we don't have our captain or Brave Reaver, our soon-to-be new officer, ready. Is the manufacturing done on one of these? Yes, it is. Maybe if we transfer our new officer's sword, our las pistol, and its 2 power cells, along with the officer's promotion, we have to wait 12 hours for that. That might be a bit too long. Okay, so you're going to have to wait till next episode, Brave Reaver, to get promoted. We will get our Ogren, our soldiers. Let's get, so we don't have enough space yet. Let's take an Ogren off and put skates on. And get some equipment. Let's take the equipment off the Taroks. We're dealing with cultists, so we don't need all that much heavy equipment. We'll take a Ripper gun for our Ogren. Take a number of las guns with ammo. Actually, let's take the nice las guns. And 2 extra normal las guns. Take a long las for a sniper. We don't need a melta. We'll take a grenade launcher, a heavy bolter. Don't need missiles, shouldn't need a las cannon. We don't have an officer along. Bring some frag and smoke and motion scanners. That should be plenty for dealing with simple cultists. For fun, let's bring a flamer. And a las pistol for 2 las pistols for backup on our heavy weapons guardsmen. Alright, we will send the drop transport as radar. Actually, no. We have our better Valkyrie with recruits as radar. There we are. We have a landing. Let's send out the Valkyrie. How long do we have to wait again for... Yeah, 6 hours is too long. Let's just go ahead and get Valkyrie number 2 flying, and we will have a mission. This Valkyrie can now patrol. Thanks to its energy scanner, we have that on scope. We can send you back to base. Our Chimera is now patrolling. We might have waited a bit too long for that landing. Our officer promotion is done. That means soldiers, starving poet, you can take off. Oh, you're on the Chimera, of course. Okay, you're gonna get promoted once you come back from patrol, so we'll wait for that. And watch our graphs again. Nothing happening in South Africa, we just have to watch this guy up in Siberia. Oh! I think we have our large craft. That is likely a terror ship. So these guys are going to be well prepared for dealing with this terror mission. Valkyrie, patrol for now, don't use up your fuel. This one is going to go provide radar coverage. This one's accelerating, which means it might be on its... Yes, there we go, a landing. Perfect. Let's wait for day on this. So patrol a bit. That's on the ground. Oh. Oh, now. We will send the Chimera post-haste, and we might get a landed large craft full of... What were they? The devotees of Tzeentch. So these are going to be some Chaos Space Marines. That's going to be interesting. Alright. Before we get to that, we will send our Valkyrie to get this landed cultist craft. Ogren takes the Ripper Gun and some grenades. John Lennon, our faithful sniper. Derpicus, medic. You can now carry a grenade, and in fact, once you get better bravery, you're going to be able to switch to Carapace, and I accidentally hit exit twice. Alright. We have a cultist. And another one over here. Ryan Regan, our new soldier, can come out and not get a good line of fire. There you go. Take a snapshot. Very good. We're pretty accurate on your first 2 shots, and you got a kill. This Ogren's going to come up and whack that cultist over the head. Okay. John, come out this way. We have another cultist that is right there. Yevimus is... We forgot to pick up your gun. Okay, I'm not sure I like the odds of this. Yasher is ready though with your heavy bolter, so I think we'll deploy you. We'll figure out where to deploy you in a second. Lennon, I don't like how he's facing, so I don't think we're going to use you, but we do have Miko ready. So we'll get you. You see 2 cultists. Well, good job at surviving that. Wow. We are just not good at shooting this guy today. Take one more shot. Yep. Okay, get back in. This is why we have Derpicus. Who will get his bravery training today. Yasher is going to wait a second. Brave Reaver. Pick up the Akatran. And what do you need? 15 for an auto shot? My goodness, guys. You are just not doing well today. Vulpus, pick up a smoke grenade. Prime it. And do you have enough to toss? No. You're going to pick up the other Akatran for now and get off the equipment pile. Yevimus, or not Yevimus, Yasher is going to come out, deploy the heavy bolter for this side. Skates, I think, are you good in melee? No, you're not. Yevimus, you're okay in melee. Can you do some bayonet drills? Very nice. We have 2 cultists down that way. We'll get Yevimus out of the way. Skates will run. You can pick up the other Vostroya pattern and a smoke grenade. And we'll toss the smoke and get you forwards. Okay, so that was a bit rough for a first turn. I should remember, don't press escape twice unless you want that to happen. Next turn. Alright, Derpicus, finish the healing regimen. John, you're back with us now. Alright, Yevimus, you need a weapon. We'll get you your grenade launcher back. Skates, you're in the best position to scout. You see 1. And now we'll have Yasher use the new and improved heavy bolter to do that. Beautiful. Okay, looks like the other cultist might have gone back to the front of the craft. So let's get Ryan Regan moving up into cover this side. We'll have our Ogryn move out this way. We're going to deploy Brave Reaver, move towards the front, since you have the nice armor. Let's put Miko on the left side with the longer ranged lasgun. We'll send Vulpes as well. Derpicus, you can, instead of one of those grenades, you are going to pick up the motion scanners that I forgot to bring. Okay then. Never mind. Yasher can pick up the gun, move out a bit. And we have John, who is going to deploy to snipe the other side. Alright, next turn. No visible movement, but we do have people moving around down in the craft, as we can hear doors opening and closing. Move our Ogryn up. Nevimus, how much do you need to fire? 31? I wager that if you're in accurate range, see, the entrance to the craft is right about there. So we might have hit something. I was trying to hit right in front of this craft because that's where they like to congregate. And explosive greetings are the best. Alright, these guardsmen will move up. No, Miko, you're not going to move right there because that's John's firing line. Yeah, so you can see Vulpes got briefly a little bit of elevation, saw this is where the grenade hit. Have Skates move up slowly, conserve some energy. Brave Reaver move to this side. Yasher protecting with Brave Reaver right here. For Medic, we're going to move Derpicus, ready to respond to either side. And I think that is turn. Yes. Alright, we're going to move John up to stay with the crew. I don't think sniping is really going to be what we need from here. Yevimus, you're coming to this side, and before you do, let's just saturate some fire in here. Make sure that anybody who's in this region is thoroughly softened. Brave Reaver, move up. Skates, move up. Oh, we have one. Skates. Okay, move back. Reaver, move out of the heavy bolter's line of fire. See, you need a better position, Yasher. You need 27 to shoot. There we go. Okay, we'll have our Ogryn move up a bit. Ryan Regan over to this side. Hello, Miko. Take the inside track. Vulpes, move up. John Lennon already moved up. And Derpicus, moved to this side. And next turn. Oh, we do have one cultist who saw what was happening and decided to get out of there. Let's move Yevimus to fire a grenade and miss. Ryan, you're in the best position to check that corner. Again, doing great shooting, taking out trees and cultists alike. New Vulpes. We will take this corner somewhat slowly because we saw that there are cultists that are patrolling it. And we don't want to go right out into the middle of danger. Oh, we do have a motion scanner on John, so we will use John to figure out where everybody is in the craft. Alright, skates. Start moving up. Brave Reaver, move up. Yasher, let's get you in a better position. Still have some motion. Let's get Vulpes a chance to take a look. Nothing. Yevimus, can you... Okay, I think we're pretty good. You're out of grenades for now, so I think you're just going to bayonet charge. Not that we don't have enough soldiers right on this front. Let's get Brave Reaver moved up. Let's get Skates moved up. Yasher is going to put down the heavy bolter. We don't need it anymore. Pick up the las pistol and join the charge. We'll move up Ryan to get ready to assault. Hello Miko, you as well. Derpicus as medic. Our Ogren will get ready to here to drop down and check out the front door. And John, moving into this wonderful little corner, take a look at the scanner. So we have at least 2 cultists inside the craft. Alright. Let's check one more time. They're not moving much. We have one just inside the door here. That, let's see, Vulpes. Do you want to check this out? We'll have the Ogren open the door for you. There we go, 2 cultists. Good job, Vulpes. We could have the Ogren do it. We could also have Ryan come in and bayonet drill, or hello Miko. Yeah, let's have Miko do it. You are not that great at melee. So we're going to have Ryan as our backup. And there we go. End mission. 8 enemies killed, 8 corpses recovered. Power sources, warp drives, all of the good stuff. Good training on most. There are a few who didn't do so well. Miko missed his shots, got hurt. Lennon missed his shots, got hurt. And Skates didn't really do much. We'll have to get you training in the next mission. Sell off the extra equipment. Let's keep 1 lasgun power cell to make up for what we used. Sell the bolt pistols. Keep the graviton gun rounds. And 1 copy of the gun, because I'm not sure we have one. Sell off everything else. Keep the corpses. And sell off the Tome of Vision. Transfer to Fort Anher. The extra corpses. And maybe some of the adamantium. Maybe not that much. There we go. Alright, and that is all the time we have for today. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, probably Friday, I will see if we can get that Chimera to this landed ship right here and get an even bigger mission. In the meantime, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next episode. Cheers!